The podcast that you're about to listen to does not care about your emotions, your hypersensitivity, or your political correctness. If you wish to continue, then
shut up and sit down.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. You're listening to the Alpha 5 podcast. I'm Frank, a.k.a. PJ, here with John and Fabian. Fellas, it's been a couple weeks. What up?
What up? We back. It feels like forever, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
pod.
Yeah, we had good reason for, to our viewers, our listeners, we apologize. I went out to Puerto Rico to work with Helping Hands for Puerto Rico. Shout out to them. Got to thank them for their hospitality, for giving me the opportunity, to work with the people and really just do some great things out there. You should check them out. Donate if you can, because they're really doing some great work. And then one of us decided to also catch COVID. So,
coronavirus.
That made things a little bit difficult. We're not gonna name names, but I'm just gonna hopefully point in the correct direction.
No, you're not. You're pointing towards the edge of the screen.
It's the right direction on my screen, sir. But no, it's been a good couple weeks. I've been off from work too, so it's been nice. I went out to the beach while I was out there as well, dude.
Nice.
I'm telling you, fucking pristine weather, beautiful beaches. I had my ass rocked by a couple waves. Like,
dude,
it was the kind of situation that you're standing there, like when you're playing in the waves, and that one is a little bit bigger than you expected and beats you up. And before you can get out of the water, the next one is coming like as you're popping your head up.
Yep.
Yeah, I swallowed a lot of water. Let's just say I got out of the water at that point.
That happened to me in San Juan. I went to a beach in San Juan, and it wasn't like the sunniest of days. It was kind of like cloudy, but still nice. Right. We got in the water, and that shit just pulled me out, and I just kept going further. And I was like swimming forward, and I just keep going back and back and back. And so I understand what that's like, and it's terrifying because the ocean will swallow your ass up.
I didn't get pulled out. That shit beat my ass to the shore. Like,
oh, okay. Oh,
and it was the kind of situation, like I knew that there was rocks under me too. So like I'm trying not to touch the ground and I'm trying not to drown at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't the best of times.
Water is scary. You probably look sexy. You probably look sexy out there on the beach, though.
You know what? I really didn't feel it. And actually, this is where the idea for this pod actually came from. Because like, while I was out there, right, everybody wants to take pictures, do this and that. Like, I went out to a waterfall, really cool. It was hot as shit, right? So like, I was there, wanting to take my shirt off and stuff, and I was feeling a certain way about myself, right? And I expressed it with the people I was with, because I was with my sister, a couple of friends, whatever. I'm like, damn, I'm fat. Take my shit. Like, y'all need to let me know to suck it in. And oh, you're fine. And blah blah blah.
You're a dad.
Yeah, but nah. Like, all right. So the guys don't really talk about this shit, right? We're not allowed to like express that we might feel uncomfortable physically. Right, with how we look. Everyone, most people, I shouldn't say everyone. A lot of people, like, you want to look good, you want to be attractive, right?
Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying. You don't want to go outside looking busted and crazy. So you're right.
Well, a lot of it comes like down to what you're accustomed to, though. I would think, because I'm used to being the athletic guy, right? The athletic build. I've never been overly muscular unless I like tried to be. There was one point I was 185 pounds of muscle, but I was eating like crazy, going to the gym sometimes twice a day, like when I was away at school, right? I had that time. But typically I was always the athletic, lean guy.
Right.
So like to walk down the stairs and feel like my belly jiggle a little bit right now I don't feel good about myself.
I mean, if you can not feel, so you just don't feel sexy. It's not about like how you actually feel physically walking down.
Like I don't feel sick. No, I don't feel sick, but like physically, I'm like that feels disgusting. It's how I feel about.
So So again, you
the
have
situation.
Is it a body image thing, or is it like, damn, it's harder to walk up these steps and I'm getting fat?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he's thinking it that way. I think he's thinking more of like, holy shit, I felt the jiggle. That is foreign to me. That is not known. Makes me feel very, very uncomfortable.
I see.
Well, because I know what that is, though.
Life. I have.
Because in his head, he knows that equates to, all of a sudden you got man titties. So
yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been on the lookout for it because
you're like
I feel like I'm gonna have a cutoff. And
fine.
like,
just find yourself a nice bra. Just find yourself a nice bra.
Nice bra. Yeah.
When I was younger and I was in middle school and high school, I had man boobs. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I got older. I lost a lot of weight. Things shit changed. So as if I do develop man boobs, I don't really have man boobs now. I would consider my boobs man boobs. I would just consider them myself not exactly in shape, right?
Loose pecs. You have loose pectorals.
Okay, if that's what you want to call it, whatever it is. DM if you want to see my nipples. No,
hey, OnlyFans.
JK, no, seriously, don't do that. Seriously, don't do that.
I have a wife. Don't do that.
No, it's just not. But I don't feel as an adult man I have to care. If
well,
I want
to, is being married
I want to be in shape,
but
not.
Does being married have to do with that? Like, would you care more if you were single?
Well, I look at it this way. Was I
Absolutely.
ever super in shape? No, didn't make a difference. And I was, I was out there. I was out here in these streets. So it didn't really, it could have garnered me more attention, if that's the word you want to use, but I don't think it made a difference. Because I feel like it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be, it should be for health reasons. But for just vanity reasons, it's not necessary for everybody. I don't have to say.
I understand vanity is like one of the deadly sins, but a vanity gives you the opportunity to be considerate about yourself, right? Like to a degree.
Yeah.
Right. So like take Fabian.
That's the excuse that people use it for, though. What I tell you flat out, but the majority of the time I'm doing it for vain reasons. Now in my life, I'm gonna, because I feel it physically. Now I need to to do it for myself instead of just doing it.
Well, right, that's my purpose.
There's validity to that statement, though. Like, and it's not always detrimental, because like take growing up with Fabe. Like we were talking about this the other day, right? When we talked about the topic in general. There was a time that Fabian had like a bobblehead thing going on, and he did
called him a pop figure.
He didn't help the situation with the oversized FUBU shirts and shit that was kind of like dope at the time. Like we're talking like 8th, 9th grade. Like he was adolescents, and we would bust this nigga's chops, right? But then come into like super late teens and 20s, this nigga beefed up and like he pulled a Barry Bonds, and it was just like, yo, where did this come from? Like, but this like he started hitting the gym hard, right? Trying to bag some things and whatnot, and like I can't help but wonder if bagging on him back then led to it now in like a positive light, though, right? Because this nigga's stocky now. Right. And there's times that, and I think that he would admit where, let's say he gets comfortable, and if he doesn't maintain himself, it goes beyond stocky.
Yeah. nigga, you turn into a clump, nigga. That's what he's trying to say. You one step away from doing the Hercules clap.
But like. My point really is that like I forgot. I just forgot.
Either the vanity.
Did you inspire Fabian by making fun of his big ass head and his little tiny itty bitty body to turn into a beefcake later on in life? I think that was kind of the question you were asking. Yeah. Oh, and he hit us with the loading screen. You motherfucker.
It was somewhere in there. I don't know.
No, because I was out of shape, and that shit didn't inspire me when you said that shit to me.
I didn't really say it to you like that, though.
I got taller.
I don't really remember ever like.
Oh, I remember
saying that kind like the fat side of it though. Fabian got when it came to the looks, Fabian got the shit end of it when we were growing up because he was shorter and like there was things going on. Like he blossomed in his 20s.
Yeah. Such a handsome young man.
I decided I can't be. I don't know. I was like, I just woke up and I just saw. You know what? Actually, what started it was I moved from the place I used to live in Monroe for years, right? And I think I was there for like maybe like a year after high school, and then we decided to move into Greenwood Lake, and it was a brief time there. But the landlord at the time had a bench and like a workout area. Never lifted a fucking weight besides doing it in gym class when we had, and I hated that fucking section of class. Oh, we're gonna do the weight training. I'm like, no, I just want to play dodgeball. So, I was like, I was so frustrated with it. I was like, that's it. And I was like, oh man. But then I saw it and I was like, you know what? I think I could do this. So let me try and do it. So I just picked it up one day, and then I had a lot of time on my hands at the time. I was going just to Ak, and that was it. And I was like, let me just start lifting. I was like, I think I could do this, and started doing some research, knowing what to lift here and there. Then from there, I was like, let me join a regular gym. I felt a little more confident. I was like, all right, I could go do this. And so it just started because actually out of boredom and looking at a weight set, and at my landlord's garage basement area, boat dock area. That's where it was because it was at the Greenwood Lake.
As a man, have you ever gone to the gym and like, I don't want to say have been intimidated, but like self-conscious of them ripped niggas that was there? Why do I feel like John's gonna be like, I haven't been to the gym?
Nah. No, I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that. I've been to the gym. I've been to the gym like 6 times, and there was never that nigga in there that I gave a fuck about. So no. Yeah. I'm talking about 6 times in life. I haven't been in the gym that much, but I've been there, and no.
I'm not talking about like afraid of getting beat up, but like
no,
like envious almost.
Like
yeah, no, it's almost like, man. Damn, I wish I looked like this motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, I've always hated being at the gym, and this nigga's got the fucking 75-pound dumbbells, and I'm working on the 30s, and I'm like, damn, like, all right. That's how
I get that feeling, but it's not envy of for me. It's not envy of the other person. It's more anger at myself. I'm not looking at them like, oh, they can do it. Like it's more like I look at myself in the mirror, even if I'm not in the gym, and be like, damn, nigga, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have to go to the gym and a nigga that's already doing what I already know, and I'm like, damn, nigga, he's not hurting my feelings no more. Like, you can't do that. I've already fucked myself up mentally, nigga. Why you think
I be getting those guys be demoralizing me, man. Like legit, like fuck. Because on top of it, like you know the work that they put to get there. It's like, damn,
I have a theory about niggas that are gym rats, like dudes that just spend all of their time working out and like just bodybuilding shit. I have like a lot of theories about stuff like that. Like usually they have complexes for other reasons. They're trying to compensate. Guarantee you they got a fucking Hemi with they shit. Like there's always something.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing. That is a thing.
Yeah, so I don't really feel intimidated by them dudes. I would like to work out and like be able, like I want that shit because I want to be able to like mountain climb and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to look like.
So you would rather lean out than get like stocked up?
Well, I would get stocked up because I know that means strength for me to do the things that I have to do outside that take strength, like work the yard and stuff like that. Like that's why I would want to do. I don't care about I don't need muscles to be sexy. I don't need that shit to get girls. As simple as that. I don't have to do that because I didn't have to do it before. I'm not compensating for other things. I have a great personality. I don't need to do those things.
Why does that sound like a line your mom would be telling you, bro?
No, ain't no. It's a lie I be telling myself.
They loved and liked me for me.
No, that's a lie.
You're pretty inside, baby. Don't worry about it. You've got a wonderful personality.
Nah, that's a lie. That's a line I tell myself when I'm looking in the mirror, ashamed of my body. So I got to say something good about myself. So there you go. Okay. You're a great guy.
You kind. You pretty.
Why isn't that when we're referring to John? We all gotta put a black Southern accent onto it. Just throwing it out there.
I didn't even think about it that way.
You know that's some real shit, right? Like I didn't know we was doing that episode, but shit, since we're here, hey buddy, let me tell you about black people. Oh man.
I think for me it's also been a little bit worse, right? Because ever since we had my daughter, or I should say while my wife was pregnant, everyone had been saying like, "Hey, it looks like you put on the pregnancy weight." Like that's what motherfuckers say to me. But that's kind of rude, right? That's kind of right.
But do you feel a kind of way about that? Like that really bothers you as a dude? Like, you know, somebody call you fat? Maybe it's because I spent my life feeling like I was fat, so you can't really call me fat. Like,
that's the thing, though. People, it's one or two extremes. Either people don't, they won't directly call you fat, right? It's like, oh, you're filling in, right? Until you're on the other extreme, right, where like your cheeks are exploding. Right, and your belly's popping out, right? Then all of a sudden, like you went from filling into fat, right? Somebody pointed out to me the other day. They literally showed up at my house. I'm outside, and as they're approaching, they go, "Oh, look at that belly." Hi.
I mean, to be fair, nigga.
How is that the first thing that you said to me?
Because that might be the first thing you see. You fat now, nigga.
All right. Well, first of all, admittedly, go ahead, Phil. I'm sorry.
You know what's frustrating though? It's like I get it because I had this conversation with actually Leanna recently.
Shout out for the brownies. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Then I complained about being fat.
It's not okay because she's the type that she doesn't believe in like the double standards. She believes in double standards, but she doesn't act on it because just of an angel of a fucking awesome person she is, right? So like she'll see that their man is getting fat or a guy that she knows is getting fat. She'll think it in her head, but she won't say it, where most women will say it, right? But she also doesn't dare want you to say it about her. Where other women will be like, don't talk about my fat, but they'll be quick to fucking talk about your shit when you start getting heavy. You know what I mean? So like that double standard that women have. She's actually the first one that I've met that would not want to say it because she doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So I don't expect you to say it to me, and I ain't there gonna say it to you, but that double standard that women have, where it's like you can say it to me, you can't say it to me, but I could definitely make fun of your shit.
Well, because women hold that stuff to more value than men do.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Yeah, because listen, there are women whose jobs depend on how they look. Like none of y'all have ever not gotten a job or gotten a job because of how you look.
I mean, if you're trying to work at Hooters or something like that, that's where that really applies.
Nah, even that's not just Hooters, bro. Dude, you hear stories about women in corporate America having to be attractive and have nice boobs and whatever, just to be considered for jobs and stuff like that. Look what people say about the vice president of the United States of America. What are you talking about? That they right?
I don't know what they say, so I really can't.
She pretty much she fucked and blew her way to where she got, right? And it's all about her looks, and it's never about her merit. It's never about her merit. It's always about that stuff. So since we put so much value on how somebody looks, we either like how Melania looked or didn't, or we either liked how Michelle looked or didn't, and we'll drag you one way or another. And we put so much, but we don't give a fuck about how sexy he is. We care about the nigga if he's senile, right? Or if he's coherent, if he's good a president or not. But we don't care about about his veneers and shit. We don't care, but we
his
care
sex
about
appeal.
Yeah, but we'll care about
women. Will care about that.
Men will too. Men will too, because the people sharing those Kamala Harris memes are men. I don't really see women doing that. There's a bunch of men calling her a slut and stuff like that. So their careers and a lot of the pathways to their life is so much dependent on what they look like and how they present themselves. So yeah, that's why you're not supposed to do it to a woman, at least society. I guess society wise, and it's okay for a man because you never didn't get that construction promotion at your job because your tits weren't, or you didn't have enough abs.
Well, actually, you're not necessarily abs, but the shape does it count for a lot of that. Like there's jobs where they feel like, okay, you are a little hefty there, they're automatically going to judge you. He doesn't have the capacity to keep up with this job.
But sorry, that's a fitness thing.
You're out of shit. But that's what I'm saying.
That's nothing to do with appearances.
Well, it's off of appearances though. They'll look at you and be like, you look out of shape. You look like you can't handle it. So yes, but it's the initial look. They're not even going through a physical test. Now a lot of those jobs have it, but they could be like, I don't think you can handle this. And that's
it's not a heavy person working at a restaurant, right? You're gonna be like, somebody might make comments about the inventory, like watch out for the inventory, right? Because of the heavy person that's there, like that's a thing. But like, look,
has that ever really happened though? Like, you can say it's a thing. When has that happened? I've never heard of that.
But I mean, I've experienced that in my field of work in terms of guys and not being.
Listen, like we all know that appearances,
like, you ain't climbing
appearances with women in the workplace work totally different, and just in society in general. And we're dudes, right? And so let's see how real you niggas are, right? You've treated a girl that you thought was pretty nicer than you've treated a girl that you didn't, and that doesn't mean you're trying to fuck her. That doesn't mean nothing like that. You could have just been platonic friends, like you're just chilling. But the prettier girl's always going to get the better treatment from you. That's how it works.
I think there's some biological things behind that, though.
Well, again, it doesn't. It doesn't work.
I'm saying that's not our fault.
Right, but that's not how a woman works. So therefore, our value is not based on appearances. So why shouldn't you be shamed for having a dad? Like, yeah, you shouldn't be. But it's not a big deal. You're not a woman because there is no value in us being beautiful.
No, but yet there absolutely is. Like it all depends on the values. Like some women, right, especially younger women, right, go for the buff guy. Why? Because for whatever reason, as guys, our looks are a depiction potentially of our offspring. Right. And then as women start to kind of learn about life a little different, now all of a sudden that's when the dad bod becomes a thing, because now you're showing that you're, especially when you become the father on top of it, right? When you actually are a dad with the dad bod, right? You've proven that you can create life, support life, and blah 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 blah. Right? Our physical appearance is an indication for many as to our
ability to
our ability
maybe you're right, but it's still it may be dependent on what woman wants to choose you, but as a man, that still doesn't stop your ability to earn, right? But as a woman,
but I'm not talking about that though.
We're not even talking
I'm talking about how I look and consider myself.
Well, no, Faye was talking about it's not the same. Like, why do we pretty much get to protect women from body shaming and we don't protect men as much? And the reason being is because our value is not predicated on our appearances, right? It might be to other women, but guess what? You earn enough, the most beautiful women still gonna fuck with you, right? But hey, you could be a woman that earn enough and you could be ugly and nobody's gonna care. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. I mean,
yes, but in most cases, men earn their own, and in most cases, men don't really have to worry about that. So, as a woman, that's where society puts value into their appearance. That's just the nature of things. That's why these female rappers get blown up. Why? Because they're bad. They're gorgeous. Yeah.
I think that's fair.
That's contributory.
That's the only thing that's the only thing they really have to worry about. I mean, like with us, I feel like, on top of how successful you are, how much money you make, what do you have this, and this to seem attractive versus one just has to look good, the other one has to have X, Y, and Z, because just looking good physically isn't going to be enough.
Well, I guess
so I feel like
my point.
There's a trade-off.
It's not that's a trade-off. It's a simple question. It's should we feel bad if somebody body shames us as men? I don't think we should care as men, because if you don't feel physically right for yourself, yeah, sure, cool. Like, get in shape to feel better for yourself on a day-to-day basis. But if you're worried about vanity and how you look, if you ask any woman on like what's the most important part of that, I mean, appearance is going to be up there, but it's not going to be the number one. It's going to be the ability to provide, right, and protect.
Let me ask you this though.
But on a vice versa,
if that was the case,
appearance is going to be number one for a man. It's going to be number one for a man.
All right. So if that's the case, then why is Magic Mike a fucking popular fucking thing? Instead, it should be Magic Hearts.
If you thought your wife was
the inner feelings and everything, and
if you thought your wife was ugly, you wouldn't give her the time of day. If I thought my wife was ugly,
that's where it started. Yeah.
At any time, if you, I mean, yeah, you couldn't marry her if you thought, or even be her boyfriend if you thought she was ugly. Same thing with me. I mean, if I felt my wife wasn't pretty, I would not be with her.
Well, I think the same thing. I think the same thing goes for her towards me, though. I think if I was. If I was not physically attracted to her, she would not have been with me either.
Yeah, but that might not be the number one reason why she started.
I don't know. I think all relationships start with some degree of physical attraction.
Yeah, but I think we hold more value in women being attractive than we do on men being attractive as society. So that's why women bug out. Because again, that's where their value is. That's why they all trying to look like Instagram models. We can see a nigga on Instagram wearing some clothes that we might think is nice. I'm not gonna run out and get them fucking man. Fuck that. Because that's not where I value as a man.
No, but what I'm talking about is like, I'll ask y'all this: if your women was to come up to you, or if you're a woman, I'm asking both of you. That's all right. Whatever. I got what was to come up to you? I didn't want there to be implications. Was it come up?
I don't do that anymore.
What? Let me ask my question, damn it.
Okay, go.
If your woman was to come up to you, right, and grab your belly fat and jiggle it, would it make you feel a certain way?
No, I wouldn't care.
My wife did that shit to me like I want to say like a week ago, and she's like, oh, she's like, I like, no, what'd she say? Yeah, she did that, and I was like, stop, like, don't grab my fat like that. And she's like, oh, I like your fat, like, but I fucking don't. Stop, like, the fuck.
Nah, I'm just not insecure about being fat. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just don't care about it.
Yeah,
because you could do that all day. I don't care.
What? How would you feel, Fabe? If your girl came up to you and jiggled your stomach?
It wouldn't really bother me at all.
Like maybe I'm just different. I don't know.
You know what?
I hate that shit.
It's insecurity, bro.
You know what it'll be? If anything, it'll bring to light. Like I want to be like, damn. Like I'm not gonna like ponder and like go to sleep at night. Like fuck, man, what the fuck?
I'm asking you in that moment. Would it bother you? Like
it wouldn't bother me. But then I'll probably think about it after. Like, damn, maybe I probably should. You know, but it wouldn't be like, oh man, I wouldn't feel bad about it. It would be like, I guess it's about that time, man, when I'm ready. Like, it's gonna be a thought in my head, but not a crazy thought in my head.
All right, so
she touched me, she wants me.
Yeah,
that's the thought.
But
that's the belly.
Maybe it's like what I said earlier though, where like some of it has to do with what you're accustomed to. Because you said earlier, John, like you're just accustomed to being not to being fat, but not being fit. That's the way. Right.
Well, when I was younger, I was fat. I was like, I think my highest was 260, bro. At one point, like I was, I know. Well, I wore. Well, luckily we lived in an era where you could wear 4XTs and shit like that, so you never know the difference, right? You never know. It's not like you was seeing me naked, or you know what I mean. So you'd never. And I'm tall, so I'm not very small. But yes, I was a hefty guy. But yeah, home nigga, that's all I got was fat shame. You get over it. I had my fucking brothers walking by and just like flicking my boobs up and down, shit like that. So you get used to being harassed for you. So as an older dude now, I don't give a fuck. Because clearly that didn't stop me from making a family.
But that's what I'm saying though. So you grew up accustomed to it, right? And then on top of it, now you're married with a family. Like there's kind of nothing, I guess, to be you don't have reason to be worried about it because you it's something you've been accustomed to already, Right?
Well, I've
So
been through
like,
the fire and realized that it really doesn't matter. Like I think it's in your head that it matters more to you than it does to girls.
Coming from somebody that is not used to being the bigger guy or big, like I feel. But all right, so the flip side, I feel my shirts, like the sleeves of my shirts, a lot better than I ever used to, and it's without wearing shirts that are like the joke used to be like guys who wear mediums and shit like that, right? Like one size smaller to fill it in. Like I I never did that, right? But I would also always wanted, like, I wish I had the ability to fill my shirts better, right? Like I never could because I literally could not keep weight on. Now I'm like, damn, like, fucking feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now you know
you're feeling
it,
well,
but
so like I feel good on that aspect, but then like I go to walk down the stairs or up the stairs for that matter, and there's like a little jiggle in the belly, and I'm like, that sucks. I'm not okay with it.
You know what I have to say? What John said, like, it's my experiences have been a little bit different because I've been both. And now, like, I've been up, I've been down in my weight, I've been up in my muscle and back and forth. Now I'm kind of like back up on the up for having more weight than fat than muscle, I should say. So, but before that, when I was up and down, I've been in both times when I was single in a relationship, and I've been fat and in shape in both situations. And I have to say, when I was in shape, I had a lot more success than when I did it. Let's just say that. It's just a fact. Yes, girls might not might find it as important as us dudes, but it is a factor of attraction whether or not they are going to entertain what the fuck you got to say when you come up to them, because they're going to look at you like,
yeah, but what part me? All right, so from here up, you can't tell I don't have abs.
I get that,
but this is on a screen right now though. And
even standing in a bar.
Yeah, even in person, you're right.
There's no way you don't know what I have. And at that point, my personality and all the other factors that I have is going. By the time you see me naked, bitch, it's already over. All right, you ready?
So, but the way I almost equate it though, right? You guys know about them panties that women wear that kind of pump up their butt, right? Like under their jeans and shit.
Oh, false advertisers.
Right. So now, imagine that. Right, the cheaters. Right. So now, you meet a girl, y'all gonna go back to the crib, whatever. Right. She pulls down her pants and then takes off her fake ass. You're gonna feel a certain kind of way, right? That's almost like what?
Does her pussy still work?
But yes, but there might be a level of disappointment, is what I'm saying.
Of course,
yes,
right.
Of course, so but
but what I'm saying is that's almost like, all right, you have John, right? That you can't. Let's say you can't tell that you're, let's say, a little looser that underneath the shirt, right?
You trying to make me seem like I'm some sloppy. No, I'm not loose. I'm just not in shape. I don't have rolls just like piling up.
But this is what I'm saying. All right, I'll use myself for example. Let's say I'm walking through the club, right? Like I said, I'm feeling my shirts a little bit better. I'm walking with good posture. And all of a sudden, we get back to the crib, take my shirt off, and she's just like, oh, like, it's not a deal breaker, but it's like, it's not what I was hoping for. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that for myself.
So do you? All right, I understand. So you don't want to disappoint her, but at that point, so you not going to seal the deal because?
No, it's not about sealing the deal. No, it's almost like just the initial attraction.
Will it happen again? Right?
If what you do after the initial, yes, it could. Why are we acting like this that we don't know, dude? There was a time in life where we consider me in shape. In my early 20s, I was always playing basketball. I was like outlier, right? So I wasn't like how I am now, like out of shape. But it didn't really make a difference. It just because again at that point, I still never got the 6-pack, and I did fine. And they knew.
I feel like I always wanted to be that guy that like could take the shirt off and like make a bitch break her neck. Like it's less relevant now. I'm saying I feel like that's who I used to want to be. And like, I don't need to be that. I don't need or want that now, but like, I wouldn't mind having a resemblance of that. Where
it's
like,
attention. You know, everybody likes attention, bro. It's okay. Like if you're a normal human being, yes, you would like for other people to think that you're not an ugly person.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's normal. I do it. You do it. And women do it all the time.
I feel like it's okay for a woman to say that though. Like dudes aren't allowed to audibly express that. Like I want to be attractive. I just did. Right?
I'm breaking the
mold. I think we do, but we just don't say it in that way. Like I'll tell you what, I was hanging out with some of my boys like that I went out with because, you know, you guys are most of the time always hitched up and shit. So my other single
don't blame us. Don't blame us, sir.
Right. So I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, you guys, like, I mean, I could have dragged you out with me, you know, when you're trying to watch movies and do real, like, you know, happy.
I mean, do you try to drag us out with you?
I mean,
I have in the past. I've done it a couple times with PJ and his in betweens. Like there's a small gap in between where he came out with me.
Nigga, we went out for golf. So we can do some other shit. I'm just saying.
I'm just okay.
Save it for later. This is after the podcast.
So back in the day, I used to go with someone, and they would actually be like, "Yo, I am the fucking freshest dude ever, bro." Like they would just talk. They would talk like they wouldn't be like, "I'm just so attractive," but they'll say in a way, be like, "Yo, damn, I'm looking fly tonight. What's up?" And they're fucking, "Yeah, I got my shit going on. Yeah, I'm the man." Like, and Frank probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. He talks like that all the time. Like, I'm the swollest dude in here. You see that fucking ripness, bro? These bitches gonna love it. Like, that's just the way he was. Like, but so you could talk like that. You just talk in a different way, I guess, when you're talking about yourself as a man and being attractive.
Yeah,
you know
but there's a difference.
You're not like, wow, I look just dashing today. You know, you don't say shit like that.
Nah, well, you don't even. I'm not even talking about going out and verbally saying, "Oh, I look good," but you want. Yeah. Just to even, I guess PJ was saying, even verbalizing that you want people to think that you look good. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. All right, I want people. But I'm not.
You go to the beach, right? And there's that chick that's wearing like the string bikini, right? The thong and all that, right? She's obviously doing that because one, she feels that she can because she feels attractive, right? Like I'm okay saying I would like to be the guy that goes to the beach. I got my trunks. I go to take my shirt off, right? And just like that one, you know, I'm good with that. I don't want to feel like I just took my shirt off and like I'm about to go look like a beached whale. You know what I'm saying? Like frolicking in the waves. You know what I'm like?
Yeah. I guess
again because I'm not used to being that.
Mm-hmm. Right. And now, so you have a certain expectation of yourself.
Right, and then on top of it being a dad now, right now, it's just everyone. Oh, you have a dad bod. The fuck out of here! It's a father figure. Them
shits is in style, dude. Niggas with dad bods get more pussy than niggas that go to the gym.
It's not why you don't. John. It's not a dad bod. It's a father figure.
Copyright 2021.
Damn, I got a shirt that says that shit. I should have wore it. Fuck.
Oh man, somebody already copyrighted already. That sucks. Dude, get over the dad bod shit. You're I'm not gonna say you pushing 40, but I could soon say that we're all pushing 40.
I'm still further away from 40 than I am closer to it. So relax, guy.
For the next couple of months.
Let me have my couple of months, like.
And that's not even like a couple, like what? Anyway, again, it's fine. I guess you're not used to it, but just embrace your fat boyness, embrace your dad bod. Get the fucking the New Balances, the white and blue New Balances. You know.
Yo, my dad had like 4 pairs of them things. Stop.
I know are those the Monarchs? No, those are not the Monarchs. The Monarchs is nice.
Why do you know the name?
Because I know sneakers names. Why do you know the names of Crocs? I don't know. I don't know the Crocs. I'm
about to go get on a bike as soon as the fucking weather gets nice again.
I have been wanting to go play basketball because that is the only way I care to get in shape. That's the only way I'm going to get in shape. And I figured this out about myself. Since I'm not riding my bike to your house anymore, which was a big thing in my losing weight process, right? You live too far. I can't ride my bike to pieces. I can't do that.
You think about the things that you used to do, like just inherently, like to keep in shape. Like it's wild. Like
it wasn't even on purpose.
Like I guarantee you, Fabian didn't go outside once yesterday, and it was gorgeous outside.
No, I didn't. Actually, it was just for a long time.
Other than a stove, bro.
Oh no, it actually worked out. I actually opened up the garage and I cleaned down the small bench that I had. And
you did a COVID workout?
I did a COVID workout. Yeah.
It's because you know we were having this conversation, right? It got in your head. You see what I'm talking about? It got in his head because we talked about doing this podcast like 4 days ago, right? And now all of a sudden, look at this nigga goes and works out post COVID. Like he's still getting over this shit. He's still not allowed back at work, and he's going to work out. Come on,
yeah.
Come on.
No, nigga. I got a weight bench sitting right in front of me, and hey. It just be staring at me like, hey, nigga, what are you?
What are you doing today, man? Not today. Okay.
That's actually a perfect example because every time I'm at your house, every single time I'm at your house, I gotta like rip out a set right quick.
Everybody does it.
It's just like, because it's just makes you feel good. Just makes you feel good.
It don't make me feel good.
So I still got it a little bit.
I do it every once in a while. I have to be mad. If I'm mad, I'll come down here and do that shit for a while. I have to put my anger somewhere. But it's not, I don't be mad that much.
I'm gonna tell Rebecca to piss you off some more.
You shouldn't do that. That is not recommended.
John, he lost 40 pounds. No.
Nigga look like the Hulk.
This is a constant state of it.
Nigga, did you take the super soldier serum?
Just that happy? Angry.
Thin and angry.
But that's a perfect. When's the last time you saw a fucking fat hero?
It's only fat villains. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna do it.
More often than not, it's like you said, it's a fat villain and a fucking brolic, beautiful, handsome superhero. Look at that. The imagery.
You're gonna stop me. I mean, listen, I don't want to get into this, but why do we celebrate fat shit? Like, why do we celebrate? It's unhealthy. Like, why do we celebrate it?
Oh, that's another thing. I know we want to get to that.
That's a whole other episode.
Because now we went past actually freaking, being okay with your body and comfortable and being a little thick because it's attractive. Now to where you're morbidly obese, girls are just like, don't shame me. I look great. You should accept me for my hand. Like, no, I'm not with bullying and making fun of people because they fat. But I'm also not going to celebrate you because you're fat. Yeah.
Oh, look at you. You really took down those calories. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Like, no, I'm not celebrating that shit.
You really took down those calories.
Yeah.
I'm not celebrating that shit. It takes no effort to make yourself fat.
Yeah.
You know I don't know. Saying? Not doing anything is a lot. That takes a lot of effort.
It's not as hard as you think.
Something. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, that's because you're trained to want to live. You don't want to live on medication, so you go outside and get your blood pumping. That's not you. They shouldn't be shamed, but they shouldn't be celebrated. There should not be Fat Girl Month and shit like that. Sorry.
No, I agree.
There's the thing. That's a thing.
I don't know, but
there shouldn't be Fat Anything Month. There shouldn't be Fat Anything Month.
I just said it, so it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, well, we're going way past the point of just let's stop shaming, and now it's actually where they're actually glorifying unhealthy shit, like just you're borderline not doing good with your life. Like you can die. Like you could probably die of a heart attack, and they're like, "Don't judge me." Oh yeah, I'm gonna judge you. You know what? You don't find me attractive. No, I just want my potential future freaking kid's mother to live past 45 without a heart attack. I don't know. Maybe it's just a crazy idea. I don't know, but like you know what I mean. Like when you're that big, don't act like that's like what I mean?
Nigga, how easy is it to take over fucking fat American citizens? Like you ain't gotta do much, nigga. We all fat. Everybody's fat.
Not for nothing. It actually brings back Fabian's point that he was saying about like how you can certain things are okay to say to certain people and just certain things are not, and that's it's an extension of that. Like you can't tell somebody like, hey, you're getting a little bit too big for your britches there, sir, in like a literal fashion. You need to bring it down about 40 pounds. Actually, you're more likely to lie to somebody. You're more likely to lie to somebody. Well, hey, you've been losing weight. Meanwhile, like they've clearly gained 30 pounds since you last saw them.
Why is that
people are more likely to say, "Oh, you've lost you
because
lost weight."
I care about you, but I don't care about your feelings enough to not tell you that you're not getting fat, and I'm not going to be nice about it. I mean, I'm not going to be mean about it, but I'm just going to say, hey, Pete, because I don't feel like you're getting fat. But if I feel like if I saw you getting fat, why am I wasting time in precious words? Because you might misconstrue my message. You're fat. You need to start losing weight. You're doing too much. I am not a good friend if I tell you anything other than that. Why do I have to sugarcoat the shit? Thinking you're fat. I love you. Don't be fat no more. Undo the fatness.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to be mean, but you don't have. I don't have to be nice either.
You're also taught like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? So
they taught me that, but I didn't listen.
Well, I'm just saying, majority of people do, right? Yeah, so majority of people when they're faced with a fat friend, they're not gonna see them, especially if they haven't seen them for a decent amount of time, and been like, hey. So
I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to make fun of you. But at the same time, if I feel like you're because some people are just built like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really, the ones that are just, they've been.
I really don't think anybody's built like that. I think some people have to work harder to not be like that. But
no, you see it in like these little 14-year-old kids that like, you ever see a baby be born and look like a 3-year-old, right? Those motherfuckers they're like that, right? There are people that are just like, there's people that are thin round. They're just like
there are bigger bodied people, yes, but like see like fat and big bodied is different, right?
Like you can tell the difference.
Like somebody that's 5'10", 200 pounds versus somebody that's 6'1", 200 pounds, right? You're gonna carry your weight different. Everyone's being stockier than the average person his height, but he carries it fine. You know what I'm saying? Like there's every individual person's just different with that stuff is my point.
It's not about shaming people, but if you are getting to the point where like you don't want to move, like literally you don't go anywhere, you don't walk, you can't do anything, you're just like those sloppy, nasty, like come on, man, you don't have to do that. And I don't think we should celebrate those people. I feel like we had an episode, my COVID rage episode, we was talking about exactly this, and we was talking about Lizzo and why like are you putting that out there? Like it's not a healthy lifestyle. Like why are you putting nobody want to see you shake your ass?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to see that. You're gross. And if it was somebody else, I wouldn't want to see that either. But not only are you doing that in front of kids, but it's gross. Like you're gross. You're not promoting a healthy lifestyle. You're not promoting a healthy body image either. Those fat people, you're just encouraging them to live in a unhealthy lifestyles where they got to take 2 steps and they can't breathe.
They're comfortable in their own skin, John.
Well, fuck, yo. Listen, 2021 is the year of John. I'm uncanceling cancel. Like fuck all of that shit. I don't care no more. Y'all don't have to be that. I'm not with that shit, bro. You don't have to be that way. I don't encourage the shit.
But at the same time, in this exact episode, if I went to you and was like, John, you're getting fat, you literally were like, I don't care. I'm comfortable with my own skin. Like that's what you said.
But earlier. I'm not. So like, but if I was getting fat,
not necessarily because he's constantly said, I'm probably gonna get in shape. I gotta start doing something about it. Like he knows he probably has to.
Yeah, but he said he doesn't care if someone calls him fat.
Yeah, right, no, it doesn't hurt. Okay, it doesn't affect his mental state, but he still knows
you from being able to say it. How exactly how you just said it. I don't have to care. Just like if I call Lizzo fat or somebody else say, yo, you fat, you should lose some weight. They don't have to care that I say it. I shouldn't have to sugarcoat saying it, just like you shouldn't have to sugarcoat saying it is what I'm saying. They tell me if you feel like I'm getting fat, hey nigga, you getting fat. I can take it how I want to. I don't have to be like, oh yeah, well, you're right. I could be like, all right, well, nigga, fuck you, you getting fat too. But you should have the freedom. You shouldn't have to tiptoe around it because you don't want me to have a false body image. And you worried about, especially as a dude, man. I should be in shape. I should, you know what I'm saying? And I want to, but I'm not gonna do it because I want to look good or because I have a bad body image. I want to feel better physically, like when I get out the bed and shit. That's why I want to do it. It's not because I feel like I want to be more attractive or
I want to be more attractive. I want to have a better body image.
Man, listen.
I do. I'm just being honest about it. I do.
No. Yeah. I get it. And it's not.
I don't think that's wrong either, though.
No, it's not. Listen. I wish. Yes and no. I wish. If I could snap my fingers and get a body like a superhero nigga, yeah, sure, I would do it. But I got 4 kids. Like I already
super soldier syndrome. Zero.
Yeah. If I could do that,
soldier.
I want to do it for my health. But time and it's a lot of energy, and nobody wants to do it alone. Maybe my friends will work out with me one day. I don't know. Fabe's always asking me.
Oh my gosh, you sound like my wife.
What do you mean?
We will.
Didn't we just have this conversation like an hour ago?
I don't know.
Do it by yourself. Self-motivate, nigga.
Yeah, but it's actually, but it's still fun to work out.
Okay. So I should never ask you to play basketball with me. Yeah, that's a workout. And I need a friend to play basketball.
That shouldn't be the all and be all, sir.
But that's the one that's going to get me going into doing other workouts. Once I start getting stamina from that, because it's all about stamina, right?
I'm busting your balls. You'll be fine.
Well, ow, nigga. that shit hurt. You shouldn't do that.
I feel like we normally end our pods on like some kind of profound statement. And I really don't have a profound statement.
Stop being pussy. Go to the gym, and I'm talking to myself too.
I do. I have a statement.
Because I feel like this is just a me problem. Like
Fabe said he got a statement. Go ahead.
I think that everybody should be comfortable with their bodies, but also know the fine line between what's comfortable, because this day and age, they're skewing that line of what's doing the right thing, keeping healthy, and having a healthy body, but at the same time being comfortable. You don't have to have every perfect figure, every perfect, chiseled, nothing like that. Just be healthy and, but also be happy with yourself. And that's pretty much it.
Very inspirational words to live by.
That was beautiful, sir. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Frank, aka PJ, here with Fabian and John. You've been listening to the Alpha 5 podcast. Remember to hit that subscribe button. You can catch us on all other streaming platforms, including YouTube, and we are on Instagram and Facebook at Alpha 5 Podcast. We appreciate you, and we see you next time. Peace.